Good morning, everyone. Meteorologist Hutch Johnson joining you. And I got to tell you, today is going to bring a little bit of everything. There's patchy fog to contend with. We're going to have a chance for some strong thunderstorms that could become severe, very large hail, damaging straight line winds, and even a few tornadoes. Mainly in our western counties. I'll show you the latest model on that. We'll talk about how much rain you might expect, and some of it could be a lot. That's all coming up. Hutch's Weather starts right now.
Now, a Hutch's Weather Update with Chief Meteorologist Hutch Johnson, brought to you by Robert Gibb and Sons.
All right, everybody, meteorologist Hutch Johnson joining you. Let's take a look at our model forecast. We're going to get just the facts out there fast so you can get on with your day. As we go into our hump day today, we're going to start out with patchy fog. Now, you can see here, fairly quiet on the future radar as we go into the morning hours. Now, what we're going to notice with quiet winds is south winds picking up. Those south winds are going to bring in more moisture, but they're also going to bring in more heat. So the fog should be dissipating. And as it does so, the south winds will eventually start returning the humidity to the central Dakotas and the Red River Valley, and also the heat. So it's going to be a little bit warmer than our brief cool down. Now, as we go into the dinner hour, a chance for some thunderstorms firing here along the Missouri River Valley, primarily out in the central Dakotas. That's where the risk is greatest. When storms first form, if you are in the central Dakotas, well, they could quickly become severe. All modes of severe weather are possible, including tornadoes. Stay weather informed today in places like hutchesweather.com or the National Weather Service. And keep informed as to whether they're severe or not. Now, storms will race eastward as we go into the late evening hours. For us in the valley, it stays quiet for the majority of the day. Our chance of showers and thunderstorms will arrive a little bit later. And as we get into the dark hours after, say, 10 o'clock at night, any of the storms that move with us will have that main risk of the gusty straight line winds. That'll be the main threat here in the Red River Valley. Our risk here is a little bit lower for severe storms, but there could be pockets of rain. No model does a great job of identifying exactly where thunderstorms will go. So as we look in on this, it says, yep, Fargo has a chance, Grand Forks has a chance. But as we know, we can get some sides of town that get inundated with rain, and the south side of town may get very little, or vice versa. So keep that in mind. Now, these showers and thunderstorms, as they work their way through, look at the time frame on this. We're moving into the morning hours, and then they're quickly out of here as we go into the majority of our Thursday. The best chance of showers and storms will be pushing off into central Minnesota. That's where the risk will be greater. And in fact, the Twin Cities, Rochester, and down into Iowa could have a pretty good risk of some severe weather as we go into that Thursday timeframe, with some quieter weather moving our way. How much rain are we talking about? Let's get right to that with a look at this. Keep in mind, the numbers for your particular town are not the forecast. This is a look at the model, and I like to call it potential. So many in the area will see a few tenths of an inch of rain up to around a half of an inch. Some under the gully washing thunderstorms will get an inch and a half of rain, and some will get significantly more than that if you have multiple rounds of storms or if it moves real slow over you. This model is depicting that some areas could see well over 2 inches of rain. So let's keep that in mind as at least a possibility. Temperatures this morning are generally in the 50s and even some 40s up there to the north. On a cool start with some fog, that burns off. South winds increase, gusts to 30 and 40 miles per hour out in the central Dakotas. Boost temperatures into the 90s. You see that up here, 98 degrees, near triple digits as well in the Black Hills. And in the central Dakotas, the energy and heat and the humidity will be rising once again. So that's a look at your forecast then. As we head into the Labor Day holiday weekend, we'll have a hot start Friday and Saturday with temperatures in the 80s and dry and sunny weather. Some increasing north wind will bring cooler weather for the close of the holiday weekend. Sunday, significantly cooler, some only in the 60s. Fargo, 72 degrees, 73 on Labor Day. And then it's back to school, back to work next Monday, and temperatures back to normal or back to average. I'm meteorologist Hutch Johnson. Remember, check hutchesweather.com for the very latest, and that's where you can upload your reports of weather, including pictures of fog in the morning. Take some pictures and share them right there. Again, hutchesweather.com to share the latest.